I'm Greg, and I am decent at best here at Tanglewood Park in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's actually in Clemens, outside of Winston-Salem. Beautiful park, multi-use kind of situation. And today, I'm going to be doing the main, or the advanced loop is what MTB Project calls it. And it's got a ton of wood features, so I'm excited to show you all of those as some of my favorite lines. And as always, if you've got lines or some suggestions for me as a local here in Clemens, please put them in the comments below. Let's ride. So here we go to the biker side. Okay, so the beginning of this trail is really tight and twisty, not really high speed, just kind of meandering. And the first trail feature is this drop off of a wooden bridge. So let's head it. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Whew. Whew. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Here comes another bridge. Then we start climbing. So the third little technical trail feature is another wooden bridge. I love those. And before it, you can kind of get some speed, and there's an optional tabletop. It's a little janky. You kind of have to jump off of a root to clear it, but I'm going to give that a shot. Then there's a berm into a pretty long wood feature that's pretty fun. So check this out. Jump this route. Here you get through the trail and it opens up to this little house area, which you see it's Christmas time here, so it's all decorated and nice. By the way, the Festival of Lights at Tanglewood is not to be missed for those around the Winston-Salem area. Anyway, as far as the trail goes, this is where we start getting even more wood features. And you can really, once you get to the spot, pin it. Now, it's super muddy today, so like all of the berms and even some of the jumps are just complete mud pits. So I won't be able to really send it, but there's a couple of cool wood features that you can really get some speed on. So check it out. Some roots. Here's the first one. And we've got a berm. Oh, there's also a chunk section. Kind of a, call that a hardtail rock garden. Something kids could do, but it's still fun. Jump. Ooh. Then back to the climb. So after a moderate climb, nothing too technical or difficult, but it's just kind of a sustained climb, you're going to get to a point where there's a bunch of logs that have been cut to leave room for the trail, which is nice. And that's your signal you can start going gas again. And there's a really fun log ride, and that's followed by a little bit of a downhill that you can keep getting some speed on. So this is what that looks like. Let's hope I clear it. Here's another one. All right, so after about a mile and a half of literally nothing, not pictured, you get to mile marker 2, and shortly afterward you have a long descent. And it's got some really cool stuff, a little wooden jump feature. It's got a drop, a lot of really tight turns, so you have to be careful of your speed a little bit, but you can really go pretty fast here, and it's fun and twisty and turny, and this is what it's like. So here's a jump onto some roots. Yowza. Set up wide here. Oh. Drop. All right, check this out. Hee-yah! And back to climbing. So in the middle of the trail, 2.5, 3 miles, you basically cross the same path over and over again. And you go up a hill and you turn back and go down and back across that path. And each time there's something cool, a chute, a couple berm, there was a wall ride. I think the coolest of them is this one, which is kind of jumpy or droppy, depending on how fast you go. I'm probably gonna drop them, but the first one is a kicker that's man-made, and the second one is like a log drop, which can get a little hairy. So I'm thinking heels down, get the bike out in front, and don't die. So here's the first one. Oh. And then here's the second one. Oh. Almost went over the bars. Then we get another cool wood bridge. And now it's time to climb. So from mile 2.75 almost to mile 4, there's literally nothing. I mean, I was almost getting angry because you just kind of circle around the same area with the same sights, just kind of doing S-turns and no real change of elevation. Not worth really talking further about. You can get lulled into a false sense of security though, because there's a pretty epic log pyramid that you can miss. It's optional, like seemingly all of the features here. What I've found is that this trail is really like a green circle, but it has optional black diamond features. So overall it gets a rating of a blue square. But this is a place you could bring kids in if they're 7 or older, I bet. But they might not want to do this next thing. So check it out. Ooh. And there's another little jump. And then you can get some speed going here. Uh-oh. Okay, so at about mile marker 4.25, things get a little spicy. And feel free in the comments to make fun of whatever weird sounds come out of my mouth in the next minute. Check this out. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was not pretty, but I didn't die. All right, so I finished up here at Tanglewood, the main or advanced loop. The last mile plus was more of the same. There were some cool bridges and a little bit of log pyramid features again, and that was cool. But overall, it was mostly a tame trail with a few optional, really cool black diamond features. But anyway, I'm getting thirsty. Hey, so I'm back from the ride at Tanglewood Park in Winston-Salem, and it's holiday season, as you can see. And so I got a holiday beer here, Stone Xocoveza. This is an imperial milk stout, about 8.5%. And it's one of the few stouts that I drink quite a bit. It's only around in the holiday season, but I'm not really a stout guy. But this is fantastic. This started off as a homebrew competition winner and is now in production every year. And it's got all the things, you know, it's got coffee and cocoa and vanilla and pasilla peppers and cinnamon and nutmeg. Really awesome holiday beer, so cheers. And what I really like about it is that the alcohol is hidden really well, which could be dangerous, but I'm usually not drinking 2 and 3 stouts. So the other thing I like about it is that the pasilla peppers, a lot of pepper beers can be really vegetal tasting, dry, or even like hot and spicy, and this is not the case. You probably wouldn't even know that they're there if it wasn't on the ingredients list. So this is just a well-rounded, really tasty, kind of adjunct-laden stout, something I really recommend around the holidays when it's available. So cheers, until the next ride.